Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for, the reason you've been put on this earth, the reason you were baptized. The two words all hockey fans love to hear, Game 7. I'm Doug Rafferty with Jerry Keller, and we are just full of beans today.
Well, I'm actually full of liquor, but boy, am I excited. Whoever walks away with the win tonight will be wiping the slate clean, starting the next series as if it were a brand new season.
We're in for a great one here. The netminders will have to put up spectacular performances if they want their team to advance. Not that the Blades could be asking much more of the Dan Brisket. Game 7 underway, and Puker wins the first draw. Schofield up the wall, slides it over to Puker. Matthews shoots, and a 10-bell save. Walker stopped by backup on the first shot of the game.
That's got to be a confidence booster for backup. Couldn't ask for a better scenario to get his head in the game.
Seppo Repo now, assisted on the game-winning goal in the last overtime. Boatmeal now, holds up for reinforcements, takes it wide. He left Helmer in the dust, now sends it back to the point. Back to Boatmeal, wrister! Blocked down in front, McGerber spearing for it, but Dan Brisket reaches behind and will get the whistle.
McGerber's making his presence felt on the first shift with this big hit on Schofield right off the faceoff. Then another quick chance in front, trying to collect a loose change on Boatmeal's wrister. He's going to give the Blades everything he has today. The captain is going to lead by example.
He only has one goal in this series so far, but not for lack of trying. Second line's out there for the faceoff now. One to the back. Olofsson definitely across the slot, and he'll chug it away. Keaton up now to Canone with Asplund. This line's been dangerous all series. Canone across, and it was just too far ahead for Keaton. Keaton back to the point. Olofsson restaurant goal deflected. Asplund right there fighting for it. He's off the post. Somehow it stayed out.
Move the puck, Lurg, you damn fool.
Chunky Osborne headman's at the Hurl. Hurl with Sanavori. What a move around Olofsson shot. Just wide! The male model who never picked up a hockey stick before November almost scored an incredible goal. You gotta think he's feeling confident after his goal last game. Here he is again! Just shaved the outside of the iron.
He's gonna get one, I know it.
Voted best smolder in Nova Scotia in 2003. Left wing side, here's Canone. Canone a shot! Flagged down by backup, and he'll stop play.
You know a replay we have to see. Oh my stars. There's Hurl, and coming up we're going to see Olofsson, who you can actually see all the pride in his body just withers away with that one move, and Paul Hurl just misses it wide. What a guy. What a smolder.
Best smolder in Nova Scotia in 2003.
That was a great year for smolders, too. Followed in 2004, of course, by the year of the Scoop Flex abs.
I believe Diego Musel was a finalist at the Scottsdale Scoop Flex Abs Expo that year. Hard to separate yourself from the pack that year. He'll hold and slide it on back again. Schofield up now. He is hit by Repo and stunned. He fell into his face on the ice. May have been out cold there for a second, but he seems okay now. Late man landed. Backhander. Blocked by Bugs, and backup is going to cover. Oh, that was a rough horse crack.
I want to rewind to that hit by Repo on Schofield, if Kyle hasn't burned the tape yet. It looked like a solid hit, but I think Repo's helmet catches Schofield right on the button, and Schofield, yeah, he just goes down hard, lands flat on his face. Man, he went down hard.
Seems to be none the worse for wear right now. A good look at him on the bench. A tampon plugging his bleeding schnoz. Tied up there, Keaton kicks it. One back to Olofsson, holds, drive! Oh my goodness, what a laser beam that was. Canone, hounded by Emil Boudreau-Plouffe. To the half boards, and he gives him a sturdy shove. You can hear the exertion from him in the mic there. Another example of these newcomers for the Blades, just not afraid to get their perfect hands dirty. And Sloppy's forklifts Abstrider at center. And the Omnishambles bench is giving him the what for.
They remember that hit on Chunky Osborne a few games ago. Elephants can remember, and apparently Omnishambles can as well.
It's given away to Emil Boudreau-Plouffe. Sent back to Lurk, fires! Deflected by Sloppies, and the Dan Brisket got a pad on that. And he'll hold for a whistle.
Now, Doug, I can infer from this shot here that Hot Sloppies is a good teammate. Because this shot from Lurg was going way, way wide. Because of course it was, it's via Lurg. I think Sloppies felt bad that the shot was so abysmally pathetic that he deflected it on goal to make Lurg feel better. Not that Lurg is a person deserving of feeling of any kind of positive emotion.
It certainly changed the angle of the shot.
Or is a person at all.
But we remain goalless. Almost halfway through the first period. Back up, and the Blades with a purposeful exit now. With all these chances, you gotta think a goal's coming soon. Sanavori intercepts that pass and skates over center. Draws Schofield. Head fakes, and Schofield finishes him off there. He wasn't by him, he was put down. Sanavori! Poke checked at the last instant by the defensive Helmer.
That old dog's been around a while. He knows exactly where to look. If you were over 100 like he was, it would be second nature to you.
Mad scramble for the puck along the boards. Nobody comes away with it until Hurl. He's shown us a thing or two in this game so far. Deflected on the way, it looked like a field goal. Matthews there to retrieve it. He'll take it up out the center, but lost it. Bad giveaway to Hurl, and they'll regroup. But that pass is blocked too. But he's going to try one last rush. Comes in, winds to the middle, shot! Loudly off the path of Johnny Backup. Not giving up on the play, but Bugs will win it and come away with it.
If only Biff Lannon cared as much about other human beings' dignity as he did puck possession.
Omnishambles again with a pass that's off. Nerves seem to be showing a little bit here for both teams. You saw there, Sepparepo is offsides, and that will stop play. Offsides is the thing in Finland too, you know. Let's tune in to our ice side reporter, Ken Struggle. Ken, how are you? Doug, I am currently at my house upon my sofa watching Game 7 on the television set. I am here and not at the rink because I feel you do not respect me. I feel you do not care to listen to what I have to say. Crispin in suicide pass, Boltmeal. He gets crunched, but McGerber's is right there. McGerber's trailing blades like a leaking sword van. The feed in front, intercepted by Bucher. Now we'll take it up again as the Blades regroup. Over the line, inside to Keaton. Keaton hangs back, lets traffic develop, then sends it down low. He'll wind around in front. No! Again, a wraparound where we see a deke, but no shot whatsoever. Repo ahead with steam. Quick shot off the glove of the Dan Brisket. Rolls behind him and just trickled wide. Inches from our first goal in Game 7. Slap shot. Dipping long drive, but Dan Brisket saw it all the way. Good reaction there. Olsen taking his time. Dangerous pass through the middle. Really brave pass there.
Brass balls. I've been waiting to say that for a while.
That's sad. Near side face-off. That is near side for us up here in the booth. It's the far side for the people on the other side. Or in Asia. But it's one to the Omnishambles side, and that side cannot be in dispute.
It cannot.
Sanavori, beautiful head fake to get around Helmer. Man breaking in circle, got it! Alone! Score! Paul Hurl! I knew he had it in him! Omnishambles draw first blood.
Doug, this all happens because the Blades are playing man coverage in the neutral zone. The Omnishambles hold it there for just long enough to get the Blades standing still. And since the others were standing still, the man back Schofield has to take Sanavori and is wide open and sinks it. And dances into Dan Brisket's face for good measure. Yeah, punk, he's saying. Write a book about me and how I scored on you. I'll tear off your face.
A goal in Game 6. A goal in Game 7 for Paul Hurl. The legend continues. Sloppy hounds it down in the corner. Great hustle out in front. Boudreaux Plouffe scores! Another goal for the male models, and just like that, it's 2-0 Rutgerhauer.
4 people made this goal happen. First, God, because he created the heavens and the earth. 2, Konachev for sticking to the fundamentals and dumping it in. 3, Sloppies for that incredible hustle and gorgeous backwards kick pass. And Emil Boudreaux Plouffe, who dusts the puck off and just snipes it over the shoulder. And the O's are up 2-0.
A very difficult score for the Blades to overcome. Nobody has overcome a 2-goal deficit in this series so far.
You know, Emil Boudreaux Plouffe started playing hockey with the kids at the charity he helped run.
No kidding.
Yeah, since he started playing, he's been teaching all the Annies and the Bruce Waynes of the world how to clap at top cookies.
It's hard to dislike those guys.
Indeed it is.
1:15 to go in the first now. Rutgerhauer with the worst lead in hockey.
Oh, wow, it is. Oh, that really snuck up on me. Maybe they'll lose, I guess.
The Blades up now with one last rush before the period's over. 20 seconds left. Aglopolis takes it wide. Interior shot. Backup has it. Look behind him, but it's out. Hank swoops in. Gotta get a shot off there. Back across at the point. The pass way off target for Olofsson. And Sanavori will pick it up, and that will do it for the first 20 minutes of period 1. Which is a redundant phrase.
Not sure why that crowd's cheering, Doug. Their team's losing, aren't they? And Vile Lurg is winning?
I don't know either, Jerry. The emotions of a de-individuated crowd are an enigma that shall never be understood by rational scrutiny, for it is itself an irrational entity.
Amen.
Johnny Backup made the saves he needed to at one end of the rink. Dan Brisket saved all but 2 at the other. Boudreaux Plouffe, the last man on the board. Don't go away. We'll be back in 15 minutes. You can see Heisner Walterberg having a super strength spell cast on him by his coach, or maybe he's just telling him what he's going to do to him if they lose tonight.
Or how good he looks in those red pants.
Face-off coming up. The crowd is excited, trying to give their team a boost. They're down by 2. Goes to Landon, but he immediately loses it.
Like his right to freedom once the series is over.
Up to Repo with space. He backs off because of the speed. Quick shot! Oh, damn, Brisket had to be alert on that release. He barely shut the 5-hole in time.
I wonder who named all the holes.
What?
The holes you could beat a goalie through with a shot. Like, how would they turn?
Well, I think they just numbered them. It started with 1, then 2, then 3.
That's ingenious.
Bug shoulders down, Lettuce Matthews.
Man, how do they think of these things?
Jerry, you are special.
Thank you.
Barely keeps it on sides, a little hairy there. The shot through traffic and the Red Sea parted, only to come face to face with the pillows of Johnny Backup. Boatmeal with a step to the outside. He'll take it low. Cuts inside right there. McGervers couldn't get good wood on it. He was stick checked by Schofield, and play will continue. McGervers bumped off the puck by Helmer. Great effort from Helmer, the nonagenarian, to bump the buzzsaw McGervers off the puck. Outletted now, it's Canone. 3 Omnishambles back, giving him space though. Canone chokes up, fires! Tough stop by Johnny Backup. Not the most difficult save he's ever had to make, but he made it.
Lest it be forgotten, let's run it back to Dan Brisket's save on McGervers. Kyle, replay. Kyle! Thank you. Boatmeal with a pretty dish right to the crease, but the Dan Brisket comes right over and is just aggressive enough to cut down the angle. If you're skilled enough, McGervers might have been able to pull off a deke in that tight, but he's not as skilled as that hypothetical. And I am not as skilled as Annie actual. Gotta keep myself humble.
Lurg with it
Wrong
now.
way, idiot! He literally could not have done a worse job if he tried.
Pissman and deals to Osborne. Now he's got a lane up ice. Osborne in, nobody challenging. Cross ice feed, save Dan Brisket off hurl. Old school stand-up mode there. Who says the Dan Brisket isn't a student of the game? I do. I think that was completely unintentional. Takes it right to the paint, and Johnny Backup was waiting at the hoop to deny Glopoulos. Get out of my belly, and it remains 2-0.
Lyle Lurg was on the ice for that chance again, so no surprises there. But this is a great drive from Glopoulos. He's the only one on this line without a goal in this series, but you gotta feel he's due with how these 3 are playing as a unit. Won't count for Jack if they don't win, though.
Drops down there, fought for Canone! Backup save rebound! Boris Canone with 2 golden, nay, platinum opportunities, and he just fired the puck right at Backup both times.
It was said that the Blades offense could defeat any other team. I suppose that means the only team that could beat them is themselves, if they're in their own head. I know I'm in mine.
Face off, defensive 4th line out for the Blades. Held up from Boatmeal, and a quick save by the Dan Brisket. Lurg a shot, and the Dan Brisket fielded that one, no problem. Lurg was looking for a deflection.
Only pansies look for a deflection. Look at this. Sad. All the time in the world, and he hurries a half shot to the net, hoping someone else can make the play he couldn't. Sometimes I wonder if Lurg has the fidgety, tweaking pea brain of a chipmunk.
It would explain a lot of things. 12:40 to go in the second. Won by the Omnishambles, Lurg a blast! Snapped again by the Dan Brisket, and there's no rebound.
Dan Brisket has obviously settled in since giving up 2 goals. I wouldn't say either were on him, but he's got to know that himself. I don't think McGervers realized his screen was off the angle, and did Lurg have a black eye a second ago? When did that happen? I want the footage of that event analyzed and framed. Move over, Zapruder. The Lurg film is coming for you.
Blades control, but miscommunication, and Repo gets it first. All the way to the point. Back to McGervers! A beautiful pass and shot, but the captain was stonewalled by the Dan Brisket. What a heads-up pass by Konachev at the point to find McGervers peeling away from coverage down low. Bugs now will regroup with Konachev. 11:15 remaining in the second. The 2 defense partners play pitch and catch. Bugs sends it along now. Repo with that good speed comes in with McGervers and Boatmeal. Repo taking it all the way himself. Short side nearly beat the Dan Brisket. Boy, can that guy fly. And fish. You can't eat fly fish. Schofield Brawl's costly mistakes earlier in the series has been absolute dynamite without the puck this time around, and Konachev is folded by Lettuce Matthews. Boatmeal holding at the half boards. Wait for options, McGervers! Huge blocker stop by the Dan Brisket that was labeled from the top corner. Jousting at the slot, and Helmer sends McGervers flying! Ground on their feet, they are loving it! Now comes Schofield. His shot is deadened by Konachev. Good push here. Takes it all the way around. A shot. Blocker down.
A wraparound that resulted in a shot?
7:45 to go in the second. Repo held up at the line. Head fakes. Another 3 of them. A slapper. Stopped by the Dan Brisket, and he will stop. No, he pawns it off to Schofield. What is he doing? That could have been a disaster. It's Asplin now. Right-hand side. Peels around Lurg. To the slot. shot saved by backup with the dramatic swipe stick off Canode. Another marvelous chance for him. Repo one-on-one with Olofsson, who angles him off well. Cuts back to Seizure. Seizure will swagger in and fire. Bounced off the Dan Brisket, comes right back to him, but he's alert, and this time we'll cover that one up like a SoCal babe vacationing in Greenland.
Over halfway through regulation, the Blades are really just pushing for that first goal. They just still don't have anything to show for it, courtesy of some dynamite saves by Johnny Backup. Look at that. Reacting with the whole weight of the stick shaft with that speed is incredibly difficult. Takes a lot of arm strength, but I guess Backup started pumping iron at the right time. Or started taking gear.
A drive! Oh, off Walter Boggs' groin. Hurl a shot! Deadened by the Dan Brisket. He recovered quickly. Hurl's still on it. In front! Another point-blank save by the Dan Brisket. He is keeping the Blades' playoff hopes alive right now, single waffle-boardedly, and the crowd is on their feet.
Blades' defense has got to tighten up the middle. No way should Hurl be getting to that kind of real estate without getting some bruises, even if he is a male model. He shouldn't be able to make an omelet without breaking a himbo's nasal bridge.
Stop and start second period, third line out for both teams. Hanks running back to Helmer. They'll break out now, but the pass goes awry and possession changes. Crowd's been cheering a lot for great defensive plays by the Blades, but I'm sure they'd rather be cheering for scoring chances. Give away Sloppies! Wide! Gotta get that one on net. That could have been the dagger in this game 7.
Uh-oh.
What?
You jinxed it.
No, I
jinxed,
didn't.
You jinxed the worst lead in hockey. You did it. You totally did it.
No, what have I done? Hanks to the middle, drop off shot. Hanks was stopped by backup. Great interchange there. Hanks to the front, stopped. It's Luthericopolis. It sails over the net. And then that comes off its moorings and the whistle goes.
Boy, each forward on this Blades line paid a price to make a play here. Yogan got stood up cutting to the middle for that Hanks drop pass. Hanks got cleaned out by Bugs crashing the net, and Aglopolis took a bunch of cross checks trying to stuff home the rebound. All effort, all heart, just no goals for them yet.
Time runs short for the Blades. If they can't get one here, they'll have 20 minutes to get 3. Matthews left side. Pisman blows a tire off the post, and it came right back across. Matthews space again to the front. He scores! Lettuce Matthews! Destruction Bay is alive!
I can't believe I'm saying this, but this goal was on Pispinen, not via Lurg. Matthews just outskated him. He pulled up first and Pispinen blew a tire, as you said. Then Pispinen overcommits in the corner, and Matthews just escapes him and has all the space in the world to choke up and rifle it short side high.
I can't believe you didn't blame Lurg.
Game 7 brings out the best in all of us, except him.
It is not over yet. Bugs takes it down the left side. Tries a shot, sputters in the front. Repo! He scores! Seppo Repo! I don't believe it! Just like that, it's 3-1. Quiet the house.
No kidding. Talk about heartbreaking. Just seconds after the Blades made it a game. It's a broken play. Nobody can predict those. Brutal break for the defense, but Walterberg's got to have Repo tied up there. And we're back to a 2-goal deficit. That is the kind of heads-up, busted play goal with a dash of split-second skill that makes champions out of players. Or Finnish expats. Or male models.
What a find Repo's been for the Omnishambles. You couldn't ask for a more convenient player to pay penance for killing and eating your starting goalie, a Welsh catfish.
An assist on a Game 6 overtime goal, and a goal in Game 7. He's a legend already.
10 seconds left in the period, and the crowd is chanting, "We want blood!" It remains to be seen whether or not they are referring to the blood of their enemies, the Omnishambles, or the blood of their own team for failing to take a lead thus far in the series. 6 seconds left. And the Blades will enter the third period staring down a 2-goal deficit, which again, nobody has overcome yet this series. It's going to be an uphill battle, but if any offense can take control of the game, it's the Blades. The only question is, will they? Like the existence of God. Game 7, third period, coming up next. Dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum. It's the third period of Game 7. Do or die time for these players, and if they don't do, they will die.
If the Blades lose, it will be an embarrassing loss to a vastly inferior team. If the Omnishambles lose, it will be after embarrassingly blowing 2-0 and 3-1 leads in Game 7.
Boatmeal right down the slot, fires! A quick save by Dan Brisket, and the Blades got away with one there.
Somebody needs to stick some electrodes on the Blades' nipples.
Bucher up over the line, lines it, fires! Big blocker save, the rebound skies to the slot, landed there! Scores!
I guess we don't need the nipple electrodes. Bucher's shot and a little luck are what make this play. This is a perfect, juicy rebound for the Blades. Literally falls right at their feet in the slot, and Landon takes it out of midair, pulls it forehand, and sinks it. Great skill play from Landon there. However, I do want to remind the viewers at home that he has broken the 6th and 9th commandments.
The only commandment in hockey is to score more goal. And the Blades are only one behind with plenty of time to go. We may even see...
No, don't say it!
Game 7 overtime. Are you so afraid of Game 7 overtime?
I'm afraid of cardiac arrest.
But the excitement, the tensionisms.
Yeah, that's what's gonna do
Oh,
it.
live a little. There's no way a young, spry guy like you is
47.
gonna succumb to a heart attack because of hockey.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
No sustained pressure for the Blades really after that goal. Their offense sputtering is really becoming a story of this series.
And it's not like they can't score. Johnny Backup barely has a 900 save percentage on them, but it's the actual volume of shots. They just can't get quantity for some reason.
Up now, Canone. Opon it off to Olofsson. Canone gets absolutely destroyed by Sanavori. Perfectly timed and angled. That hit almost created a dimensional rift. Oh, my stars above.
You said it, Doug. Perfect timing, perfect angle. Sanavori cuts through 2 or 3 skaters going against the grain, so Canone has no idea he's coming, and he just drills him. Not the most yard-saley hit of the series, but definitely the most textbook and solid.
You saw Canone smarting a little bit there, but he's on the bench now. Seems to be all right. Matthews across the blue line. Pulls up, bombs away. Score! Game 7 is tied!
Just what we were saying. Johnny Backup save percentage coming into tonight was barely 900, which is not great, and he just can't react to this in time. Matthew's shot is good, but not great.
Did the puck just
see that
shave his face?
Did the puck just shave Daniel
You have
Kovacev?
earned a free gallon of ketchup!
Oh my
Ladies and
God!
gentlemen, the puck has shaved a man's face on the ice!
Yeah!
You have earned a free gallon of ketchup! And here it is!
Oh, I get yes, thank
take
you
it!
so much.
Drink it!
Well, can I drink it?
Drink it!
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Oh, wow.
Matthews and Lannon each have 3 points tonight for the Blades. Repo coming in, looking to get it back! Quick glove by the Dan Brisket, and he will cover up. There's Duster Keaton. Jerry, if the Blades' first line can match the offensive output we've seen from the second line, they might just run away with this third period.
Yep.
What, nothing else to say?
I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down. We're not going to overtime.
Didn't you have 250 proof alcohol to steady your nerves?
Yeah. Should I?
Wait till we actually get there.
Fair enough.
We're getting hammered no matter who wins anyway.
That's what I like to hear. I'm all for draconian methods of jump-starting a team's energy.
Offensive zone draw for the Blades. Won by the Omnishambles. Konachev with it there. Picks a lane. Will lug it up the ice himself. Now over to Repo. Seppo Repo, he's been turning on the production jets himself quite a bit in the 2 games he's been in. Konachev gets hilariously muscled out of frame there. Good job, Kyle. Appears he's gone insane. Now gives it over to McGurbers, and Asplund dumps him.
At least he had the courtesy to dump him in person.
Konachev now reverses field. Finds a seam to McGurbers. He'll take a shot. Blockered away. Easy stop there. Boatmeal there. Will joust for it, but he lost it now. Keaton up to Canone. 11:15 left in regulation. No button hook. Waits and winds up a shot. Sail high over the net. Olsen finds a man across Canone. Saved by backup on the one-time from Boris Canone. Someone got cleaned out in front. It may have been Asplund. McGurbers up with it now. The Omnishambles need a change. He'll skate it all the way up over center. Now dump it in. Boatmeal to chase. Abstrider up to his defensive partner. Both teams playing very conservatively now, as we're down to just over 9 minutes. Canone into the zone. Holds up. Once and fires. Blocked. Knocked out by Asplund right in front. Incredible save by Johnny Backup. Of an incredible skill play by Asplund.
Swatted that puck out of midair like a fly, or a foreign plane in Russian airspace.
Blocker save by the Dan Brisket. Time slowly ticking away in this third period. Hurl first to it there. Pawns it off. Didn't see Landon streaking it. He'll overtake. Blades move it up now. Cano on right side. Pispin and marks him there. Deft move to the inside. Landon just fired it wide. 7 minutes to go in the game. Send it out back to the point. Almost a disaster. Schofield backed up with a blocker save on a BB from Schofield. Sanavori lugs the mail all the way into the blade zone. Got a man with him. Hurl over to him. Saved by the damn Brisket.
It only takes one. And at this point, you gotta think it's next goal wins. Just get everything you can on net. Don't be afraid to pull some teeth to get some greasy chances either. You never know. Speaking of pulling teeth, I haven't been to the dentist in at least a decade.
I can tell. You know, if you go to the dentist, your puppy will come back to life.
Really?
Yeah. Walterberg gives it up to Seizure. Seizure now back to Turson at the point. Slap shot. No, he whiffed on it. Big time boo-boo there. It comes out to Nasruddin, but he bungles it there as well. Gilgan, poke check by Nasruddin. They fight for it there still. It comes back and out off sides. And the male models are choking. Looks like the pressure's getting to them.
Don't say that, Doug. They've done their best. It's amazing they've come this far.
That's true. That's true. But if Yogan took that turnover all the way back and scored, you'd be singing a different song.
Oh, I'd be asking for their heads on a pike, but we don't live in that world.
We do not. Coming down to the wire now. Repo with it now. Does he have any more magic left in him? Quick shot. Another save by Dan Brisket. 4:28 left in the third period. 4:28 left in the third period. Another zone draw here. 4:28 left in the third period. McGerber's there. One back to Konachev. A shot! Dan Brisket fell over, but just got enough of a piece to kick it away. Up now it's Landon. Landon power move outside, angled by Bugs. Tried to cut inside, but Bugs' high Q ankles were positioned well. Might be an odd man rush, but Schofield also back to take the lane away. McGerber's ended anyway! Saved point blank by the Dan Brisket on Seppo Repo! That might have saved their season. Bucher now, stalling for time. Gives us a cross, now it's up and out. Headman Matthews, lots of space, cuts inside, a shot! Off the post, on the goal line! And it's swept out of there by Johnny Backup! And Konachev will recover!
Oh my good God! Shades of Herbers McGerber's in double OT of Game 4 where he took it off the goal line. I think that shot was also from Matthews, was it not? Matthews could easily have 5 goals in this series, not just 2.
100 seconds left in regulation in Game 7. Someone is going to be a hero. Who will it be? Tied up on the draw. Repo, quick shot! And it's gloved again by the Dan Brisket. Boy, Seppo Repo he's had about 8 great scoring chances tonight. But the Dan Brisket has had his number all game long, and it doesn't look like he's gonna stop. We'll do it again. Another face-off. This time won cleanly by McGerber's. Konachev, a shot! Blocked! To the glass now, it's hunted down by Repo. Will snake his way around the end boards and from McGerber's! Shot it wide, he had Dan Brisket completely sold on the shot. Bugs from the point, it deflects wide. Repo hounds it down again. He could feed it back to Bugs. Dances with it there for a moment, now to Repo! In the slot shot! Blocked by his own man!
A golden opportunity, and the whole Omnishambles team, maybe even their whole season, is betrayed by the glutes of their own captain.
But we remain tied. Now Landon with the weak shot, and it's stopped and skated out.
I can feel it coming. Game 7 overtime. I hope my heart can handle it.
Timmy Boatmeal takes it himself. Around the ads along the boards. Still doesn't pass. Not pressured at all. Still waits. Still doesn't do anything. I feel like I'm watching an old person trying to take a dump. Do something! Backhander, that was terrible.
A very Lurgian shot.
Now Biff Landon's doing the same thing. They're just playing for overtime. The conditions to win are the same either way, you fool! Try and score! Turns Konachev inside out, a shot from our backup. And with 4.5 seconds left, we get one last whistle.
Doug, I'm scared.
Me too, Jerry. But we have to persevere. Tied up again. Shot by Canona's blocked. It comes to the corner, rings around there, it squirts to the front. The backup is alert there. And that will do it. The winner-take-all game is going to go to sudden death. But the fate of both teams hangs in the balance. One goal to decide their fate. One goal to advance them. And in the darkness, win them.
You tried.
I did. It was a valiant effort. Overtime goals by each player on either team. Boatmeal 1, McGerber's 1, Sanavori 2, Schofield 2, Keaton 1, Canone 1, Aglopolis 1, and Puker 2. Crowd roaring. Omnishambles get first possession. Up to Boatmeal. Surveys his options, didn't like what he saw, tried to drop it back, but Bucher was in good position to intercept. Streaking up, now they want to end it here. Matthews stood up well by Konachev Lane and tearing right in! Great save by backup and tied on the most dangerous sniper the Blades have. 2 on 3, he'll bide his time, but the D overskates, and McGerber's in front, but he whiffed! Missed on a season-prolonging chance! McGerber's to Repo, he shoots, he scores! Seppo Repo!
He did it!
My absolute boy! It's over!
Oh my God, he did it! What a shot! Perfect into the top corner. I can't believe it! The Omnishambles eliminated the Blades! I gambled my life savings on that line! I'm rich!
The handshakes begin. An all-around team effort by the Omnishambles, an admittedly inferior team who just grinded out wins and took advantage of the Blades' lack of sustained offense. For the Blades, a heartbreaking loss, knowing that they were destined for a deeper run. But they're out now, and the Omnishambles are still in. As always, we will cover the rest of the playoffs right here on this channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It has been an amazingly weird series. Thank you so much for riding it out with us. This is Douglas Rafferty with Jerry Kelly, signing off.